Place in the heavyweight division and will be contested over 3 5-minute rounds. Your referee in charge when the action gets underway, Mr. Marko Shintic. Gentlemen, to the centre please for your final instructions.
So there's some numbers up on screen, Chris. Looking at the Phytonomics, what do we extrapolate? We've already discussed really what could be in store, but was there anything there that could tell us anything?
10 kilos nearly advantage for Drabinca, over 2 meters in height, a little bit of reach, and 200 feet records on the line here, Will.
Wow. So, yeah, quite a lot we can extrapolate from the numbers. Scheduled for 3 FNC MMA rounds. And I don't know if we'll get to the end of them, but whatever happens, it's going to be lively, as indeed FNC bouts always are. So, Alexander Drabinca, and he's fighting red. Pavel OLESZCZUK fighting blue. You can see the height and weight advantage straight away. But OLESZCZUK is a serving paratrooper, and he instructs hand-to-hand close combat. Already the first punches from Drabinca already landing and making an impact.
Drabinca is going to have the advantage in these straight exchanges, and OLESZCZUK has a tendency to rush in on guys. That's how he's won his fights. But he was running into some punches there, Will.
He had to close the distance down. He had to get in there, close it up, bring it in nice and tight. He's done that on the wire, taken a few to get in, as sometimes I think he's having a good result by slowing the big man down up on the wire. If he can work on the inside here and slowly degrade what Drabinca has, then maybe he's in with a chance at just chopping away at the tree.
He's definitely got the energy to try and tire him out, and that's certainly going to be a strategy here. He got in, but he did take a few punches. Drabinca's trying to fight with that whizzer there, gain a bit of space. Nice trap of the leg there from OLESZCZUK.
OLESZCZUK now taking his time, trying to work, knowing, of course, that closing that distance and keeping things in nice and tight will eliminate the advantage that Drabinca has of range, and of course throwing big shots with the power and the weight. So this is a good strategy at first, and trying to chop away at the legs there, those knee strikes coming in right on the soft tissue, really making an impact there in terms of ectopic discharge. Right, a bit of space in between, and well, in that exchange OLESZCZUK managed to send a very strong message. He said his stall out.
Nice use of the forearm there from Drabinca to actually circle away. He was fighting with the whizzer and threatening an Uchimata or maybe something else, and then actually framed up and pivoted out. Very nice. Little misdirection.
So Drabinca in the stand-up now. Has the height, has the range, dominating the center of the cage, and OLESZCZUK has that long motorway journey to get in close and tight. Throws in the uppercut, starts to get inside for some inside boxing, but look at this, Drabinca starts to unload, referee steps in, that's it, it's all over. The power was too much. What an incredible finish here from Drabinca. He's never seen a second round so far.
We talked about it coming in. He was an aggressive fighter facing an even more aggressive fighter. Those punches and combinations were absolutely sublime, Will.
Well, I told you that the arena Stolzice was going to be the epicenter of Balkan MMA, and we're just seeing mayhem here tonight. What an opener. I think we only ran to about half a minute there. We'll get the exact time, but that was a very strong finish. And listen, you've got to understand that Pavel OLESZCZUK is the real deal.
Absolutely. He came in as a prospect, a guy who would perform faultlessly, but that's always what's at stake when you've got 2 undefeated and very young records. Take a look at it. That was the problem. It was just too many straight entries, and he was running into combinations. Here we go with a 1, 2, 3, 4. That uppercut was money, Will.
Absolutely. Oh, that was very, very spicy. Needed a fire extinguisher to put it out, but all of those blows just very, very well connected. Then, you know, they may not look clean, but the impact of that 10 kilo weight advantage was just too much. All driven through that 6-7 square inch of fist, honed, inverted pyramid of pain that was the punches of Drabinca. So the announcement, obvious, but the hand's going to be raised. What a great debut for Alexander Drabinca.
And here comes after 2 minutes and 15 seconds completed of round number 1, your winner by way of TKO, Alexander Drabinca. show your appreciation for our runner-up, Paweł OLESZCZUK.
So Chris, quick summary of that. What's your view?
Yeah, watch out. You know, when a guy comes out with not much tape on him and performs like that cleanly, one to watch out for.
Absolutely. We're going to go and have a word, see what he's got to say about that performance.
Čestitam, kako se sad osjećaš?
Ale. Šta radi debeli iz Šiške, a? Kažu šećer uvek na kraju, ali boga mi dobili ste ga tek na početku.
Ovo je tvoj početak profi karijere. Kakvim tempom želiš ići prema naprijed? Koliko često se boriti? Koji ti je cilj?
Iskreno, sad sam imao dužu pauzu, imao sam 2 operacije, puklo mi rama, puklo mi koljeno, tek sam se vratio. Prvi mjesec ove godine sam napravio prvu profi borbu, sad je druga. Voleo bi sad malo da počne više trenirat, da skidem ovo mast. I onda, ne znam, može 93, možda teška, ne znam. Vidjet ćemo, moram sad da malo smislim to, da razmišljam.
Siguran sam da kad se vratiš da ćeš biti još bolji i spremniji. Kako je bilo nastupiti pred svojom publikom? Prvi meč, otvaranje, je li bilo pritiska?
Fenomenalno, ako mogu samo da ispoštujem svoj narod, da govorim u svom jeziku, u slovenskom. Ljubljana, hvala vam da ste prišli, čakam vas še dolg večer, želim vam lep, prijeten večer in vsem vam, kad ste tukaj, da ste živi i zdravi, to je najpomembnejša stvar, da ste živi i zdravi.
Dame i gospodo, sjajan mladić, definitivno budućnost regionalnog MMA, Aleksandar